Hello and good day. This presentation is about mercury poisoning in Minamata City, Japan of the year of 1956 from our Group 38.
Okay, for chapter one, which is the introduction, background of studies. So in 1956, Minamata City in Japan experienced a catastrophic industrial pollution event during the rapid post-war industrialization. The Chiso Corporation discharged the untreated wastewater containing the methyl mercury into Minamata Bay, contaminating the marine ecosystem and bioaccumulating in fish and shellfish, which is a staple of the local diet. This led to the widespread neurological disorders, now known as Minamata disease, and exposed the critical failures in waste management and regulatory oversight.
Hi, I'm Kisina. So let us proceed with chapter 2 of overview Minamata mercury poisoning incident. It is actually about industrial pollution disaster in Minamata City, Japan that caused by Chiso Corporation discharge of methyl mercury into Minamata Bay. And this mercury actually have bioaccumulated in seafood which lead to the severe health effects of its residents. This slide is about chronology of the incident, where it started with the year of 1932. Chiso Corporation began to use mercury in acetaldehyde production, and in the early of 1950s, local fishermen noticed a decline in fish populations. In the year of 1953 until 1955, residents developed neurological symptoms, and first official case of Minamata disease recorded on 21st April 1956. On 1st May of 1956, Minamata City Health Office reported multiple cases, same symptom with the first cases happened on 21st April. On 1957, researchers linked the disease to the seafood consumption, and Kumamoto University confirmed it is related to methyl mercury poisoning in the year of 1959. Uh, in year 1960, Chiso installed ineffective wastewater treatment system, and 8 years forward, on 1968, Japanese government officially recognized this Minamata disease. On 1969, victims have filed the lawsuit against Chiso Corporation due to this incident, and on 1973, court ordered Chiso to compensate the victims. 1977, Japan implemented stricter environmental law due to this incident, and in the 1990 study has confirmed this ongoing mercury contamination in Minamata Bay. For 2004, Japanese Supreme Court ruled in favor of additional compensation related to 2013, which the latest one. They have Minamata Convention on Mercury have been signed.
Hello, my name is Nuzatu Mira. So this is Chapter 3, Technical Reasons for Mercury Poisoning in Minamata City, Japan 1956. The first one is improper hazardous waste disposal. Chiso Corporation produced acetaldehyde using mercury as catalyst, would then discharge the untreated wastewater with highly toxic chemical directly into the bay from 1932 until 1968. Next is insufficient environmental monitoring system. In 1956, the technology were underdeveloped to address industrial pollution effectively. Lack of early detection of methylmercury causing bioaccumulation to occur. Next is chemical transformation mercury. Microorganisms present in the sediment converted inorganic mercury into methylmercury. Methylmercury is lipid soluble and easily accumulate in the tissue of aquatic organism. Once the methylmercury entered the food web, it began to bioaccumulate in the fish or shellfish consumed by the local population. Next is weak regulatory enforcement. At that time, there was no advanced monitoring technology in place to effectively track the disposal of industrial waste by the regulatory body. This means that environmental damage occurred before any regulatory action could be taken. Next is aging and inadequate infrastructure. Without modern technology such as adsorption, membrane filtration, ion exchange, there was no effective way to control the release of pollutant into the environment. Plus, in 1956, there was no framework of sustainable development or environmental protection.
For this chapter 4, I will talk about the ethical reasons behind the chemical toxic pollution of the Minta Bay. There are mainly four of it, namely the corporate negligence, governmental inaction, disregard for community welfare, and also the environmental degradation. Chiso Corporation knowingly dumped mercury into Minamata Bay, despite evidence of its toxicity. Instead of stopping, they concealed the data and continued operation. This highlights corporate negligence, where profit was prioritized over public safety which developing ethical responsibilities. The Japanese government failed to enforce strict regulations, allowing the pollution to continue unchecked. Delayed response and weak policies enable corporate misconduct, proving that the regulatory failure can be just as harmful as corporate negligence. Thousands suffered from this disease, which they are facing severe health conditions and economic loss. Victims were ignored, stigmatized, and also denied justice. This reflects a deep failure in upholding human rights and protecting vulnerable communities. Mercury poisoning devastates marine life and contaminates the food chain, which affects future generations, with the children being born a congenital Minamata disease. This demonstrates environmental negligence and intergenerational injustice. The Minamata disaster is a warning. Stronger corporate accountability, stricter environmental regulation, and government responsibility are crucial to prevent similar tragedies. Ethical decision making must prioritize both people and the planet.
Hello, so today I'll talk about the key lesson and how we can prevent similar environmental crisis for this issue, Minamata's mercury poisoning. Okay, so for the first one is stricter environmental regulations and monitoring. The governments must enforce strict laws on industrial waste disposal, especially for toxic substances. Continuous monitoring of water, air and soil should be mandatory to detect contamination. And the number two, corporate responsibility and sustainable practices. Companies must adopt safe waste management practice and use sustainable production methods to minimize hazardous waste. And the third one, early detection and public health preparedness. Early warning systems should be established to detect pollution-related diseases before they spread. And routine health checkups in industrial areas can help to identify exposure symptoms earlier. And the last one, public awareness and community involvement. Educating communities on pollution risks empowers them to take preventive action. Public participation in environmental decision making should be encouraged for greater transparency. Strengthening whistleblower protection laws is also essential to allow workers and citizens to report violations without fear.
So, as conclusion, the Minamata disaster clearly demonstrates how industrial negligence and weak regulation can trigger severe environmental and public health crises. It underscores the need for robust corporate accountability, stringent waste management practice, and effective regulatory oversight. This lesson learned has spurred significant policy reform, including the Minamata Convention on Mercury, to prevent the similar tragedies in the future. So that's all from us, Group 38. Thank you.